We're looking at a beautiful and warm afternoon across much of central Missouri. Winds gusting out of the south, currently looking at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that's what's going to be fueling these well above average temperatures as we head off through the afternoon hours. Now, taking a look at temperatures, going to top out back into the upper 70s this afternoon. Around 3 p.m., going to be the warmer time of the day. So picking the kids up from the bus stop afterwards, maybe get some ice cream because it's warm enough to feel like that occasion. But as we start to head off into the later hours, we're going to see temperatures cool down slightly back into the upper 60s after sunset, 7 p.m., 69 degrees, and we continue that cooling trend into the overnight hours. But winds out of the south going to keep us warmer than average. Overnight lows going to be sitting back into the mid-50s. Columbia going to be looking at 55 degrees. Jefferson City 54, and down to the southwest towards Lake of the Ozarks 55 degrees. But we're going to be in for a little bit of a change-up as we start to head towards this weekend. We're tracking a low-pressure system just to the west of the Colorado Rockies, actually dropping a little bit of snow right now towards Salt Lake City, but back towards mid-Missouri, things are looking pretty quiet. Now, this system will be making its way back towards us. Thankfully, not going to be bringing any of that snow. Going to be seeing some chances of some showers, but this afternoon, looking mostly sunny. We head off into Thursday morning, going to start to see some of the effects from this system. Going to see increased cloud cover as we head out throughout the duration of the day. So partly cloudy skies as we head off into Thursday afternoon. You're starting to see that low pressure kick in from the west. It'll continue to slide its way back towards mid-Missouri. And Friday morning, going to be the first time to start to see some of these light showers. So you might want to have the umbrella on hand Friday morning as you're heading out the door, especially if you're not going to be getting back until a little bit later, because we're going to be tracking a little bit of a late morning and early afternoon lull as this cold front slowly presses its way back to the northeast. Now, as we start to get off into Friday afternoon around 6 p.m., this cold front finally makes its way towards much of mid-Missouri. That's where we're going to see some chances of some widespread showers and some heavier downpours as we head throughout the duration of the overnight hours Friday night. Now, the system does start to kick off to the east and starts clearing out of mid-Missouri as we start to head off into Saturday. So heading into game time, starting to look a little bit more dry, but could see some light drizzles as Mizzou is set to take on Kentucky at home at Farrell Field. Now, this system will officially be out of the area as we head off into Saturday afternoon. Going to see some clearing skies, but going to feel a little bit of a cooler breeze as winds are going to be back out of the northwest. Now, overall, we're looking at anywhere from 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches for our widespread rainfall totals. Heavier bands going to be kind of fixated back towards the western half of the viewing area as that system moves to the east. We will see a little bit of that moisture start to taper back off, but overall going to see some much needed rain across much of central Missouri. Temperature is going to be a little bit on the chillier side, but still close to normal as we head off into Saturday as Mizzou is taking on Kentucky. Starting off the game 11 a.m., 49 degrees. Going to have to start that tailgate pretty early, have that rain jacket on hand just because we could see some of those lighter drizzles. Then by 1 p.m., 55 degrees, and if you're heading out after the game, temperature is still going to be sitting into the 50s. So overall, not going to be too bad, but should be a great atmosphere at Farrell Field as Kentucky just lost their ranks. But as we head off to Saturday, temperatures do continue that cooling trend. Like I said, winds out of the northwest going to be bumping us down to 60 degrees for the afternoon highs. But we do recover pretty quickly as we head off into early next week. Temperatures going to be closer to that 70-degree mark. And we're still looking well above average as we look into the extended 6 to 10-day wave forecast. Typically, starting off November, average highs going to be sitting near that 60-degree mark, so we're about 10 degrees above that. Today, almost 20 degrees. But as we head off into next week, we are looking a little bit more dry starting off the week with temperatures close to that 70-degree range.